Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon. I am designer / gamer. Today we are starting a brand new series, building Bricksburg. So if you guys have seen the Lego Movie 1 and the Lego Movie 2, then you've seen Bricksburg. Bricksburg is a giant Lego city, and we're gonna build one. It's not gonna be exactly like that Bricksburg, but it's gonna be pretty cool. So today is an introduction to this series. We're going to talk about inspiration, we're going to talk about how you can get involved, and we're going to talk about how you can submit models, download models, and what the future of the series is going to be like. And then in the very end, we're going to load up a super flat world, and we might even get started building. How you guys doing? Hi Lee, hi Panda, hi Tia, hi Hugar. How's it going? Bibo says, oh my gosh, cool, right? Hi guys. Let me go ahead and fill up my Lego cup here. I'm not wearing my hat today, so this is my hair. This is my spiky hair. How you guys doing? Hi, cool man. What's up, everybody? Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Daniel. Okay, so let's talk about how you guys can get involved. So here's how you can get involved. You can join our Discord. Here's a link. There's also a link in the video description. And you can get involved in these awesome discussions about what we're building, about all the great ideas people have. You can share models, download models. It's pretty cool. We have a great community on Discord. The other thing you can do is go on designer/gamer.com, set up your own free account, become a member. We have 111 members now, you guys. How cool is that? And on this page, the file share page, you can download and upload models that you would like to see in Bricksburg or to put in your own Bricksburg. Now this is all only for PC. There's no crossplay right now with LEGO Worlds. Maybe in the future we'll see some of that, but right now you can only do this on PC. So you have to have a copy of LEGO Worlds running on Windows PC, and then you can load these models up into your game, or you can export your own models, and we're going to show you how to do all that great stuff in this series. Hi everybody! Hi! Here's the Lego cup. How you guys doing? Alright, so it's going to be quite simple, and I've already loaded up a couple of models in here. So let's go through the process briefly about how you would take a model from the website and how you would put it into your LEGO Worlds game. Now we have instructions on the website in case you can't follow this or you just need a little more direction here. There's great instructions here provided by our friend Topplenut Gaming, and this shows you how you can load up models into your game, but it's quite simple. So let's go through it really quickly. So in here, I've already put a community folder, and in that folder is the Gothic church that I made last year. So all you have to do is click on that, you download it, and then you open it up. And in here, you have all the files you need to load these into your LEGO Worlds game. I'm also going to go through the process of how you can create these files as well. So let's quickly show you guys how to do this. So in here we have the PNG file, the prop file, and the save file. All you have to do is take all of these and move them into your mods folder. So in order to find that, there's a handy little trick in here, and it tells you how you can do that. I have hidden files turned off, so none of my files are hidden, so all I have to do is navigate to it. So I'll show you guys how to do it. So you're gonna go into your C drive, users, click on your user. This might be kind of small. Sorry guys. Then there's app data, then roaming, Warner Brothers Entertainment, LEGO Worlds. And then in here you have saved games, and then the content folder. Now this is all going to be depending on which slot you use for your saved games. I use slot 2, so for me it's going to be S2 SYS Global. Click on that, load it up, and in here you're going to open up your mods folder, models, and this is the place where you're going to drop all 3 of these lovely files. So you're just going to take them, select them, and drop them in there. Just like this. Now it's going to ask me if I want to replace. I'm going to say no because I already have this file in here. That's it. And then once you've done that, all you have to do is load up your game. Make sure you load up the slot that you put them in, and then you can place that in your city. Okay, let's see if I can answer some of the questions. Hi everybody, you're amazing. Oh, thank you, Declan. Can you build Batman cave on LEGO World? Possibly. This is going to be a massive, massive world. It's going to be more like a city, more like a dense city. So if you've seen the Lego movies, it's going to be a lot like that. So, okay, so now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about how you could create a model to share on the website. So you're going to take, let's just use this as an example, the Gothic church here. Let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see it better. Extra large icons, yes! So you've got your PNG file, your prop file, and your and your save file. So all you have to do is make these. You're going to right click on them, and then let's see, how do we do this? Oh, it's already here. Let me extract these to the desktop. Okay. Let's see, did that work? Basically, you're going to right click on them. Here, let me just do it with something in here. Okay, so we'll do it with the bat prop. How about that? So we have bat prop, bat, and then I think there should be a bat save file. Maybe not. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you guys know here, but is it just these files? Let me just search in here really quick. Bat save. Yeah, there's a save file too. So you want those 3 files. You need the prop file, the save file, and basically what you're going to do is when you get them, you'll select them, and then you're going to click on Send to Compressed Zipped Folder. And then it's going to create a zip folder that you can upload to the website. Pretty simple. Spyboy says, Brandon, have you seen the Lego Movie 2? I have not seen the Lego Movie 2 yet. I'm hoping to this week, though. Okay. That's it. It's simple, right? We're going to go through this in depth more. We'll go through this more often as we add models to the city, but I just want to get that out of the way. Let's talk about inspiration. So, one of the great places to find inspiration is Flickr. If you go on Flickr, it's Flickr. You can type in Lego City, and there are tons of people who've uploaded awesome ideas. You can do this in Google Images too, but Flickr, I seem to find better photos on Flickr. So what's great about this is you can go in here and you can look through these and you can find some pretty awesome ideas for things that you can build in your city. Now we're going to use this as a guide for ideas for building things, inspiration, because so many people have built so many cool things. The other great place, of course, to get inspiration is in our community in Discord. And there's people in here talking right now and uploading ideas for the city. So it's pretty cool. .save files in the cache folder. Thank you, Tia. Okay, so the cache folder. So you need to get the prop file and the PNG file from the models folder, and then in the cache folder, you have your .save file. So that's where you get those things. So like I said, if you need further instruction on that, just go to the webpage here. Let me put a link in the description, and you can get all the instruction you need to do that. So yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So it's gonna be pretty cool, you guys. We got a lot of cool stuff that we're gonna do. So let's go ahead and load up Lego Worlds, and we're gonna get started. Let me load up the game here. Let's see. Here it is. Lego Worlds connecting. Do you look at the Lego Movie video game? Yes. Are you talking about for ideas for Bricksburg? Absolutely. There's a lot of great ideas in the Lego Movie video game to build for Bricksburg. So definitely. We just played it yesterday or day before yesterday, and I was just thinking, there's so many, especially Cloud Cuckoo Land, there's just so many great structures that are already built in that game that we can use as a guide for our game. Okay, I mean for our city. You should build a big wall, then put like other places in Lego Movie like the Texas World and Cloud Cuckoo. Yes, that's a good idea. We're gonna build lots of cool stuff, you guys. Okay, so let me turn off my phone because I'm getting notifications here. Okay, let's go ahead and load it up. Confirm load, yes. Okay, and we already had someone contribute a model to the game. So this is gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna place it today. So let's go ahead and create, I'm gonna take you guys through this process. We're gonna create a custom world. We're gonna build a huge world, but we are going to only select Let's see, where is it? Actually, you know what? We want sandbox. Let's go back. We're going to continue sandbox mode. Yes, we don't want an adventure mode for this world. We just want sandbox. So now we're going to create a custom world, and we're only going to use the super flat biome, and this is why. I want to use road plates in this city. I want it to be just a really big city where you can actually use the road plates to drive on roads. So the only way you can really do that is in the super flat biome. We'll probably create some buildings that are higher or lower than the ground plane, but just for ease of building a massive city, I think it's best to use the super flat biome. So we're going to use just the one biome, and then we're going to create a huge world, and then we're going to go ahead and do it. There it is. Our super flat, we're going to rename this. How do we rename it? Maybe I can't rename it while we're in it. Probably have to rename it later. That's okay. Let's get going. Okay, so Tia says, I have Lego Movie and Undercover has great inspiration. Yes. I mean, you could just watch, the Lego movies and pause the screens every few minutes to get great ideas for inspiration for building. Okay, here we go. We're the vampire, apparently. So I'm going to try and change our character while we're building. So if you guys have a specific character that you like, hopefully you'll get to see it during some of these building sessions. Right click on it and get rid of the badgers. What badgers? I have badgers? Where? Okay, so this is the vampire. We're gonna keep him for a little while and then we'll change him to somebody else. But basically, you guys, we have a massive, massive flat world. And I think Pugsy lands somewhere in the center. So here's the idea. We're going to create a park. We're going to get it started in this episode. We're going to create a park in the center of the city because you can't move Pugsy around. So we're going to make Pugsy the center of our brand new city. And we're going to call this, we have two options. We're either going to call it Park Pugsy. Well, I guess three options. Park Pugsy, Pugsy Park, or what was the other option? Park Z. So you guys let me know in the comments what you would prefer. Pugsy, wait, Park Z, Pugsy Park, or Park Pugsy. You guys pick your favorite and we'll name it that. Okay, so one of our friends here, and if someone could put a link to his video in the channel chat here, I actually didn't do that yet. Our friend here created a beautiful version, a platform for Pugsy. So we're gonna get that out here. Okay, and I think Tia, if you could put the link, in the chat here, that would be wonderful. This is for so Jasper created this awesome platform. So let's go ahead and find it. Okay, we're gonna put this away. We're going to get out our free build tool, and then we're gonna find this great platform, the Pugsy Park. So Jasper created it. Jasper, could you put a link to your channel in there? Let's see, what did you call it? And Jasper likes Pugsy Park. Several votes now for Pugsy Park. Got one for Park Z. Okay. Okay, let's see. Where is this thing? Brick builds. I can't remember what it's called. Platform? Okay, we may have to scroll through these a little bit then. Let's see here. See if we can find it. Can't remember what it's called. So the good thing about sandbox mode, you guys, we have access in here to everything. I think everything except for the showcase builds, so you can build whatever you want. Ty says Pugsy Park. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at the tallies here, and we can figure out which one got the most votes here. And let's see if we can find this. It's buried. It's buried in our in our model section here. We have so many models. If you guys watched the last episode of Designing and Building, we built Emmett's dream house. Okay, let's see. Where is the... So many models. It's crazy. I mean, I've been playing this game for 2 years now, and I have built an insane amount of stuff, and then, of course, downloaded all this. Oh, there it is! Large pedestal, made by Jasper, and here is Jasper's channel in the chat. So if you guys contribute models to this, I want to be sure to give you a shout out, especially if you have a YouTube channel, because we want to be sure that you guys all know each other, because we are a community of builders. So we're going to go ahead and place this. Will it let us place it? It's red. Will it not let me place it over Pugsy? Help, Jasper, how did you do this? Because it's red. Do I have to maybe use a different tool? Oh, wait. Maybe I have to build it from scratch. Is that what I'm understanding? Hey, Evan, how's it going? Panda, you added me to the roller coaster. Sweet. That's awesome. Okay. So we have to build this from scratch, you guys, because it doesn't look like we can actually place this here. Maybe what we could do is place it over here and then copy it and place it. Maybe that would work better. Let's try that. So let's place this down here. So this is the awesome platform that Jasper built for his Pugsy. And then let's go ahead and try copying this and seeing if it will let us place it now. If not, we may have to build it, but that's okay because we have the guide right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and copy. See if this will work. Hey, Star Wars fan, how's it going? So if you guys are just joining, we are building Bricksburg. Okay, let's see. Where does that? We just need to get that up a little bit here. Make sure we don't get that. There we go. You can copy items near Pugsy. You can't do copy item. Oh, that's right, Tia. So we are going to have to build this from scratch, but that's okay. I'll do that off camera. So the majority of this series, it's not going to be like the designing and building series where we spend hours building. The majority is going to be me building models off camera or people submitting models, and then during the streams I'll be laying down road plates and we'll be dropping big buildings and doing some adjustments of those models, but it's not going to be like the other series. Each video is going to be about an hour long. This video is going to be a little bit shorter today because this is just an intro to the series, but that's how it's going to go. So we are going to build this model here underneath Pugsy. Okay, so let's see. What are we guys saying in the chat here? So what's been happening when I was gone for a while? Just life. We've been building, playing. It's been a lot of fun. I'll have to get you caught up. Create a platform in the sky, then load the world again, then place it. Then delete the sky platform and reload the world again. Oh. Create a platform in the sky. So do you mean create something above the rocket so the rocket lands on it? Is that what you mean? Let's try that. That is good advice, Jasper. So we're going to create, I guess we can just create a plate here and place it above the rocket. Like right here. So does that mean the rocket will drop and land on this? That's going to be pretty cool. So let's try this, you guys. We're going to create a platform here. Then we're going to load the world back up after we do this and see if this will work. Use the Ninjago City Showcase. Yes, top man. Good idea. So this series is going to be all about placing pre-made models, and we are going to use probably every single model that's available in LEGO Worlds. Every showcase model, every regular model, everything. It'll be a combination of our own creations and all of the other stuff that's available. Okay, that's probably big enough. So let's go ahead and we probably have to exit the world, right? Let's try that. Okay, so we're gonna hop in the rocket here. We're gonna exit the world. I guess we have to fly somewhere else. Let's go here. And then we'll come back. Yes. Okay, so hopefully the Pugsy will land on that platform. Needs to be thicker than a plate, I think. Uh-oh. We might be doing this twice, you guys. Anyway, so like I was saying, this series is going to be more about placing large buildings and roads and overall big stuff. It won't be like the other series where we were just building one building at a time. It's going to be the bigger picture, if that makes any sense. Looks like our pilot here is falling asleep. That's not good. I need to go to sleep at 21:52. Oh, it's late where you are. We're going to try to do some of these. I'm going to try to change it up a little bit for you guys and do some LEGO Worlds videos earlier so that you guys on the other side of the world or across the ocean can actually watch them at a regular time. Okay, let's hop back in the rocket. Let's hop in the rocket. Oh no, don't do that anymore. Just hop in the rocket. Oh, E, do I have a gold brick? When did I get a gold brick? That's great. I don't know when I got a gold brick. Okay, so let's try this again. If we need to make the platform bigger, we will, but we'll try it again. Bye, Tessie. Thanks for joining. Hi, Rayma. How's it going? It'll be more, yes, Tia, that is a good way to put it. It will be more like SimCity, so it's going to be the city. It's more focused on the actual city, less focused on the individual buildings. We're going to be placing roads, buildings, lampposts, outside stuff, things like that. And whenever there's a new showcase model, we'll try to get that into the city too. Okay, are we going to land on it? Is it going to work? Is it going to work? We have to make it thicker. Please work, 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 work. Oh, that's okay. Let's fix that really quick. And then we got to make it a little thicker. We live and learn, right? Basically, we just want to get the Pugsy to land here above the ground plane so we can actually we can put that thing underneath there. So let's use these. These are pretty thick. The 8x16s. All right, we're going to drop down. And then the other thing I want to show you guys are some pretty cool, let's see, what else did you contribute, Jasper? You contributed some cool, I think, planters or sidewalks. So we're going to show you guys those. They're pretty cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this built. Maybe I'll just click and drag here to save a little bit of time. I might build 2 rows just in case, so we don't drop through this thing again. Okay. So you guys know in Ivory City, the rocket is way under the ground, but I didn't even know that you could lift it up above the ground where it is. So maybe we'll try doing this for Ivory City next. Okay, so I think that should work. Hopefully. Let's try it. Okay. Let's escape. Hop back in our... Let's change our character. Let's change our character to somebody else. How about we be... Let's be... Jestro. Hi, Jestro. If you guys see your character... See, I know this is Tice, and if you guys have requested Jestro. If you see your character, then be sure to give your character a shout out in the chat there. Okay, let's see. What did I hear? Raise the ground, says Evan. I wonder, we might have to do that. It will always land on the ground. Okay, so we may have to raise the ground. Let's try this, though. If this doesn't work, let's go here. If this doesn't work, we'll go back and we'll raise the ground. This first episode is just going to be us getting used to everything and hanging out, talking about how the series is going to go. No red. Oh, wait, no, read what? Hi, Fabio. How's it going? Can I have a shout out? Sure, Rayma. How's it going? Raise the land first and then reload the game. Oh, okay, Kenzen. That's probably what we're going to have to do. Jestro's singing. Yeti, play the Yeti. Okay, we'll try to switch throughout the series here to each of your characters. For every few minutes or so, will be a new character. Because then you guys will get to see your characters. How cool is that? Okay, so let's try this again. If it doesn't work, we'll raise the ground and we'll come back in. Leave the game, come back in. It's gonna work. Hey Gustav, how's it going? Hi Ian. Can I have a shout out? Sure. HA10 Excalibur 007. How's it going? doesn't work, you can also raise the ground, then land on that and delete the ground underneath. Yes, okay, good call. Let's try it. It's gonna work, Jestro. Don't you think? Wake up, dude. Wake up. So who's your favorite character in the Lego Movie? Or Lego Movie 2? Mine is either Emmett or Unikitty. It could also be Wildstyle. Oh. Or it could be Vitruvius. I don't even know. Okay, let's go ahead and raise the ground. And then we'll come back in. So to raise the ground, we're going to use the landscape tool. We're going to make this as big as possible with our E key. And then we're going to get right over the rocket here. Bring it up. We need to bring up the rocket pretty high. So let's do that. So then this is what will happen. Next time we reload the game, let's save and quit the game. Yes, I'm sure. Goodbye, game. Now we're gonna load it back up and hopefully it will work. We can get our rocket pad placed. What did you guys decide? Did you guys decide Pugsy Park? Let me scroll up here and see what the votes were. Pugsy, we got 2, Pugsy Park. Looks like most of you guys picked Pugsy Park. Pugsy Park. Okay. So I think we're gonna call it Pugsy Park. Love that name. Okay, here we go, guys. My favorite in the Lego Movie 2 is the Queen. Ooh, there's a Queen? Skip the music here so it doesn't interfere with our other music. Now exit the game and reload. Okay, so here we go. We're back in the game, you guys. Confirm load. Yes. To Lego Worlds. Okay, here we go. Back to this place. Please work. Please work. Please. Please work. My favorite is I forgot. Evan. Did it work? Did it work, Jestro? Here, let's switch characters. Let's be the Yeti. Where's the Yeti? Where are you at, Yeti? It's alphabetical, isn't it? There he is. Okay, now we're the Yeti. Hi, Yeti. Okay, let's just see if this worked. We're gonna climb here to the top. See if we see Pugsy up here. Oh, yes, there's Pugsy. Okay. Now, Yeti, all you have to do is delete all this, and then we can put the platform underneath. So we're gonna go to the free build, and we're going to use the remove tool. We could probably also use the flatten tool, but I don't know if that'll move Pugsy down, so I'm not gonna take any chances. Let's go ahead and use this. Drop it down. And we're deleting all these bricks, and I think Pugsy, maybe now we can move it over. Should we try it? Okay. So I think it's called landing pad. Or is it called pad? What is it called? Large? I don't remember. We could just copy. Oh, there it is. Large pedestal. Okay. Oh, it's totally gonna work, you guys. Okay, we have to. How are we gonna center it? Here's the other tricky thing. We have to make sure it's exactly centered. Otherwise, it's gonna look silly. Oh. It seems like that's gonna work, right? I guess it doesn't have to be exactly centered. It just can't be too far off. What do you guys think? Is this gonna be a good spot for it? Kind of hard to tell. Maybe I should delete the rest. Is it gonna stay floating if I do? We need a mascot for Bricksburg. I agree. Emmett's your favorite. Oh, okay. Yeah, Emmett's pretty great. Let's go ahead and delete the rest of this. And let's just hope that Pugsy doesn't fall down. I don't think Pugsy will. I think Pugsy will stay. Stay, Pugsy, stay. Like a dog. Stay. Are you gonna stay? Yes, Pugsy stayed. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop down. Now we can totally see and make sure that it's gonna be in the middle, which I think that is. Actually, you know what we could do is go right up to here and look at it. Yes, look at that, you guys. Centered. All right, now we're gonna drop this down. Make sure it's on our ground plane, and we have the very first part of Bricksburg built. The pedestal for Pugsy. So let's go ahead and remove this other one. We're gonna use the flatten tool. We're gonna make it a little bit bigger. And we're going to flatten that out. And let's go ahead and paint the ground again. What is this, grass? Okay. Gonna use our soft brush. There we go. Paint the ground back to the way it was. Okay, now I think what we'll do is exit and come back and see what Pugsy looks like on this beautiful new platform that we have. All right, so let's save and exit world. Yes. The mascot is going to be a panther or a minifigure. Just remove the land to sea. Okay, good. So we got that done. Great. I'm glad that worked. I didn't even know you could do that. Now I know. All right, slot 2. Confirm load. Yes. Okay. Back to... Oh, can we rename it now? Or do we have to... Change nickname. Yes. Okay. Bricksburg. Bricksburg. I think I just hit enter. Yep. Okay. Back. Did it work? Wait. Oh no. Bricksburg. There we go. Bricksburg. Okay. Unikitty is the best YouTuber, aka movie star. Can you make a small Gotham? I think we could make some buildings that look like they're from Gotham City. The city is going to be... What? Where's Pugsy? Maybe we have to exit the game and come back in. That's probably what it is. Let's try that. Oh, no, there's Pugsy. You guys are worked. Hi, Pugsy. And it looks like Pugsy's pretty well centered. Let's go ahead and change our character again. Why don't we be the Forest Man? All right. Let's go up here and check out how Pugsy looks up on this platform. It's not exactly centered, but that's okay. It's pretty close. It's actually almost, yeah, because it's back in that corner. I think that's perfect. So this is the center of town, and I think it's the center of the map too. I think Pugsy drops in the center. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's probably the case. Great. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to do too, Jasper, our friend Jasper, created an awesome pathway that comes out from the rocket. So we're thinking of using that, but I might have to find it. See if we can find it really quick. What are you guys saying? Pugsy is breaking the laws of physics, right? We need a game we can all play together. Well, that, Bebo, is an excellent segue. So for some of these episodes, I'm going to open up... The reason why I've created a new world like this is because I want to open up some of these episodes to online play. So if you have LEGO Worlds on PC, we're going to let a couple people join that want to build. So this is going to be... This series will be more multiplayer, especially since you guys will be contributing buildings to the series as well. But we're also going to open it up sometimes and let people in and help out. So let's see if we can find this pathway. There's Topplenot's character. Yes, Pugsy in the center of the world. Okay, good to know, Tia. Yeah, this is Topplenot's character. The Forest Man. Okay, let's see if we can find this pathway that we can use that comes out from the Pugsy. So Jasper created here from the Pugsy platform. See if we can find it. I don't remember what it's called, and we have so many. There's the corn maze. It's kind of fun scrolling back through and seeing some of the stuff that that we've built in the past. We got the department store. So that brings me to another point here. If you want to submit models, I know there's going to be some models that are really, really big, but try to make most of the models so that they can fit into one copied square. So when you use the copy tool, it all fits inside that. That's how we want most of the models to be, just for ease of copying and placing in the world. Okay, let's see if we can find it. Great, because my buildings are too big for the copy tool. Yeah. You can still submit them if they're too big for the copy tool, but just make it so it's easy to line them up. Like maybe create some squares that or some bricks that you know you have to line up. Just trying to make it easy for things to be lined up. Okay, where's this pathway? There's so much stuff in here. There's so much stuff. When do you play Minecraft? Every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Okay, so there's the pedestal. Let's see if we can find the pathway. And then we're going to try and get some roads placed in this episode too. We have an hour, so we have a little less than 30 minutes to go. So we're going to try it. Try to remember what you name stuff. Because if you name things and you forget what it is, it's kind of hard to find them sometimes. So here's the sidewalk tree. That might be the only other model that we may not have the path. We may just have the sidewalk tree. I think that's it. So we're gonna have to build paths later. But this is the sidewalk tree that Jasper made. And it's very similar to the look of the Pugsy platform. So this we'll incorporate this somehow into the sidewalks. Let's place it down so you guys can see it. I'm just gonna place it near this for now. Let's turn off our overlap. That's what the sidewalk tree looks like. Actually, I kind of want to place it above that plane so we have everything. Oh, never mind. We want to place it on the same plane as that because the Pugsy Park is that way too. So that would probably go in the center of the sidewalk. Those cool sidewalk trees. Okay. Kenzen says, oh yeah, I can make it modular, but I have more fun if I can join your Bricksburg and help building. Yes, Kenzen, I think we will do that. We're going to open this up to multiplayer, especially for the professional builders out there. Okay, let's see. Star Wars fan says, Brandon, have you seen the Lego Movie 2, the second part? No. I'm a bad Lego fan. I haven't seen it yet. I want to see it this week, though. I may not have time, though. I might have to see it next week. I'm definitely going to see it before the video game comes out, because I don't want any spoilers. Chicken says, I added Sheila, Max, and Agent Chase to my Lego world. Sheila and Agent Chase live in the giant Mixel. Oh, yeah? That's awesome. If I tried to play Lego on my laptop, it would probably explode. You need a pretty good computer to run Lego Worlds. Yeah. Do you think Survivor mode is canceled? I hope not. I hope not. Tia says, I haven't tested it since I got my new computer. What are you basing this design off of? Are you talking about for the whole city? If you're talking about for the whole city, I want... Okay, so in contrast to Ivory City. Ivory City, everything looks very similar. All the buildings are white. It's just sort of the design language is really similar everywhere. This city, I want it to be all over the place. I want to have big buildings, small buildings. I want to have Japanese architecture. I want to have English architecture. I want to have, classical architecture and modern. I want it just to be, I want it to feel very much like Bricksburg from the Lego movies. So just very mixed, just everything. So there's no rules. The only rule I would say, if you're thinking about making models for this city, is to make models that are highly detailed. That's what I love about this platform, is there's a lot of detail here. So try to make models that have a lot to look at, lots of detail. That's really the key here that we want to go for. Let's see. I missed a couple of comments, I think. Can Xbox join on PC? No. I hope someday they'll make it crossplay, but right now you can only join if you play on PC. And on that note, we're going to make this world available for download on the website. So be sure to sign up for a free account on the website, because you'll be able to download this world every week. When we make additions to the world, I'm going to put the updated model on the website. You can download it, drop it right into your game, or if you want, you can just start your own super flat world and then download the models and build the city any way you want to. Okay, so here's what we want to do next. We want to just figure out how big we want this Pugsy Park to be. This is going to be kind of like Central Park in New York. Not nearly as big, of course. But it's that same idea that there's a large central park. So we want it to be pretty big. So here's what I want to do. I just want to trace the outline. So to do that, I'm just going to use some large red plates, the 16 by 16 plates, just so I can get an exact number of bricks for how big this is going to be. So let me zoom in here really quick. Let's zoom in. Just make sure we're getting right on the edge, which I think we are. Yes. Okay, so we'll probably come out at least. So if we come out from every corner, that'll give us a perfect square. So I think the park will be at least this big. Actually, maybe one more. This is a very important park to the city, so it's going to be really big. So if I come out from each of these corners here, we're going to get a massive, massive park. Let me just make sure it's in the right place. Which it is. Okay, then we have another one here. Another one here. What's great about this is like I was saying earlier, this will give us a perfect square around the park. And these are only placeholders, you guys. I'm not going to leave these here. I just want to have my edges, my boundaries. Okay, let's make sure that's in the right place. It is. Great. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we'll just do this last corner here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this gives us the size of Pugsy Park. Pretty big, but this is a large world, so that it's just massive. So we need a really big, important park in the center. Gotta go. Okay, Evan, thanks for joining. Will you be making Emmett's house? Thanks for answering that, Tia. Yes, we will be. We will definitely add Emmett's house. There's going to be very little that's not in this city. In fact, I want it to be very dense. Let's look at a picture of Bricksburg. Where's my internet? There's our Discord. Be sure you join it, because it's awesome. Let's go ahead and go on Google and look at a picture of Bricksburg. Bricksburg. You guys know what Bricksburg looks like. Images. Where's a good picture? That's from the thumbnail, but there's another one that shows the whole thing. This one. Here we go. Can I enlarge this? There we go. Maybe I can make it bigger. But you guys can probably see it. This is this highly dense city. See, I mean, if you look at this, look at that roof. That's sort of a either Chinese or Japanese. It's some kind of Asian style architecture roof. I love that. And then off to the left, you've got a totally different style of architecture. You know, there's like French, there's like to the far right, there's a French, looks like almost French style architecture. There's going to be English, there's going to be modern, there's going to be everything. So this is what I want to do. And I want to have roadways that are on the ground plane, but I also want to have some raised bridgeways too. Some raised roadways. Something like this. Let's see, where was it? So we can't really do any angles like this. I mean, we could, but it wouldn't be a road plate. Which I guess we could talk about doing that, the possibility of not having road plates, but it doesn't work too well in this game. So we probably just want to keep things flat. But there would be a section where, see, how can I illustrate this? Where you'd have a plane off the ground, like up high, and there's road plates up there where you can drive, but also down on the main level, if that makes any sense. Okay, you could, everything is awesome. What's that? Cam the Man Vids? I can't, if you're asking if I can play that song, I actually can't because that song is copyrighted. So I can't play that on the channel. Okay, let's get back in here. How much time do we have left? We have a good 15 minutes left. So what I'm gonna do this week before we have the next episode, I am going to build all the components of Pugsy Park. and then probably build most of it, and then show you guys in the next stream, and then we'll start laying out the designs for the road plates, and we'll start thinking about districts and stuff. The other thing I wanted to show you too, so our friend Tia here came up with a good little map for the park. Let's scroll up here. And this is a really good illustration for how I want it to... I wonder if I can make this bigger. Can I make it bigger? Not really. I can't really make this bigger, so hopefully you guys can see it okay, but basically it shows how we're going to do the park. There's going to be pathways to the center, got the Pugsy in there, and then road all around it. So that's the idea for the park. Okay, so what else did I want to show you guys in this? We already covered all that. I'm trying to think what else we could cover in this episode. Let me check the chat, see what you guys are saying. Can I download models to my Xbox if that's possible? I don't think so, Panda. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to download models into your LEGO Worlds Xbox. I can do some searching online to see if that's possible, but I don't think so. I don't think it's possible unless you're somehow able to get into the Xbox files. I don't think it's possible. I actually thought of doing this a few days ago, but I'm too lazy. Okay. Well, that's why this is going to be sort of a crowdsourcing project. I'm going to be building some of the buildings, but you guys are going to be contributing, and there's already tons of buildings that we can build. So there's a lot of cool things we can do. The other thing we could do in this episode, you guys, is actually figure out where our main roads are going to go. So we may as well do that. So let's go and open up our road plates. Let's go to our build tool. We do want to leave some space for sidewalks because we need sidewalks, but we could at the very least, see, where's our plates? We could take a look at our road plates. We don't want space plates. We want just street plates. Straight road plate. I think we want street plates in the city. Curved street plate. Where do we have the most options? So we've got 4 different plates here, and then 4 different plates here. Obviously, we don't want to do dirt roads. That's for medieval towns. That's space. So we're going to probably mostly use these, but then maybe when we get out to the suburbs, we'll use these these ones with grass on them. But for now, let's figure out where we would place these. I'll start here. We're going to rotate this. Let me zoom in. So we just need to make sure we're leaving space for a sidewalk. So if our park comes, let me zoom out just a tiny bit. We'll go down. If our park comes out to this edge, we still need a sidewalk between the actual road. Oh, I guess there's a sidewalk built into the road. I guess we could just do that. And that's our sidewalk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 studs. That should let us build a sidewalk on top of there. I think 6 studs is probably wide enough for a sidewalk. We may want it a little bit wider though. That's going to be a little cramped. Let's actually double the size of our sidewalks. So we're going to move out 6 studs from the side here. So let's see, what is that? How are we going to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be 6 studs. It'll be a little tricky because we have to try to figure out where the corner plate goes in. And math is not my strong suit. I think it's better if we place the corner plate first. So let's do that. It's really important to place these in the right place when you're building a city here, because once you've already built stuff, it's really hard to tear things down and move them around. So we're going to make sure we have this in the right spot. So if we're coming right to the corner, we don't want to place it there because we need enough room for our sidewalk. So the best thing actually to do is to place down a brick as reference point here. So the sidewalk's going to be another 6 studs out from there. So let's do that. And then it's all about placing reference points. And then we're going to place this here, because then that will allow us to have a sidewalk that's 6 studs wider. Yeah, let's just give that a try then. Let's go ahead and remove these and see if that works. Straight street plate. Okay, here we go. And we would place this here, because then that should give us an extra 6 studs. Let's just count and make sure. This is 6x6 plate. There it is. Yep, there we go. So our sidewalks are going to be 12 studs wide, just because I don't want the city to feel too cramped. And if it's only 6 studs wide and we have a building sitting right here and possibly right here in other parts of the city, then it would just feel too cramped, I think. Look at those beautiful roads. Aren't they gorgeous? Okay, what are you guys saying in the chat here? Ooh, I missed a lot of messages. I'm probably going to go watch this until Nintendo Direct. Oh, yeah. So the Nintendo Direct announcements about Animal Crossing and a bunch of other stuff is happening probably in 9 minutes, right? Is that when it's starting? Wider sidewalks. Agreed. So do you think 12 studs is good, Tia? Lego Worlds on PS4 space is very limited. Unfortunately, I have to delete some brick builds. Yes. Okay, so what do you guys think about this? 12 studs wide for the sidewalks? We just have to make sure we're planning this properly from the start, because there's really not an easy way to change all that once we've already determined it. So if you guys are good with 12 stud sidewalks, then I'm good with it too. Lego Kid says yes. Cool. Okay. Then let's place a few more of these. And we could actually end up going all the way around the park here. We may as well. Let's do it. Okay, so how far? Probably need to do... Oh, you know what I didn't think about? Good thing we're doing this now. The roads need to line up perfectly. And if they don't, it doesn't work. So we may have to adjust the size of our park so that it fits perfectly in here. Another thing to think about. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust the size of the park. And maybe we may even have to move the park a little bit too. So let's do this. If we do one more, that's gonna be bigger than we thought. So we'll have to move it down, but that's okay. So let's do that, and then we'll grab this, put this here. So we will have to move, we'll have to make our park a little bit bigger, but we can't really move the park because the Pugsy's where the Pugsy's gonna go. So we're gonna have to move all the road plates down a little bit. So let's go ahead and figure out where that's gonna be. City planning is fun, you guys. SimCity is one of my favorite games. In fact, it's kind of what got me started in PC gaming with SimCity. So this series is a lot like SimCity, but for Lego. Okay, let's see. Hola, Gustavo, how's it going? Jasper uploaded the path pattern. Sweet. Okay, we might get to that in this episode if we can get this situation figured out. So let's figure out how many studs we have now between here and here, and we're gonna move these road plates so they line up with the park. How many studs do we have? Let's just see. What are these? Are these 4? These are 4. So we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22. Let me write that down because I'm not gonna remember that. We have 22 studs on the right side over here. And then I think over here we have 6. So you add 22 and 6 and you get 28. You divide that in half, you have 14. So ideally we need to have 14 studs on either side so that we can center this, if that makes any sense. So let's figure out where 14 studs is, and then we're gonna shift this whole thing over however big that is. that make sense, guys? Following me? Are you following? So let's count. Let's see. Do we have a 14? Do we have a 14? What do we have? 2 by 14. We do. So this is the distance that we need between the edge of the park and the edge of the road. Let's just do this so we know. So then this road plate needs to be there. Or here, rather. So we have to shift all of these down by that much. We'll have to shift this down too. I think that should work. I think that will work. Let's try this down. Let's put down 14. 2 by 14. So that's where we need to shift it to. So I believe this will work. No guarantees. Lorenzo, I'm your Lego fan. Oh yeah? How's it going? Okay, so let's remove, what's the best way to do this? I think I'll just remove all the road plates now that we know where everything should go. But I could actually leave that one. We'll move this one. Okay. So now we're going to remove this one and put that here. So this should work. We're about to find out if it will. I think it will. I hope so. If I planned right, then it should. Oh, but I don't want to go... Yeah, I do, because I want 6 still. 4, 5, 6. Yep, okay. It should work. Fingers crossed. Yes. Right? Maybe. Yep. Yeah, 14.6. That should be right. See that? Check it out. So now we have, now it's centered because the edge of this is exactly there. Let's put another one of these down so I can show you guys, so I can illustrate the point here. It's important to take time to do this right up front because it will save us a lot of headache in the end. Okay. So that goes, so that's like this, and then over here, just like that. So now we have an even side. Now I'll have to do that on the other sides too. What are you guys saying in the chat? Okay, I'm watching you and playing Minecraft. Oh yeah? That's awesome, Bebo. Use the road plates from Pugsy out of measuring on all sides. Use the road plates out. Oh, measuring from Pugsy. Oh. That's a good idea, Tia. So what Tia is suggesting, instead of creating these plates like this, what we did here, to go out from Pugsy with the road plates so that you can use that to measure and make sure that you get the right amount. So this should work. Now that we've already figured it out though, this same thing should work on all sides. So we should just be able to do the exact same number because this is going to be even. Wait, maybe it'll be different on this side. It might be a little different. Let's just see what happens. But that's a good idea, Tia. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. Now, if we come over here, we have to go at least one more, so we're gonna have to. We may have to actually do that. Because if I try to come out another one here, we're gonna end up having to shift the entire thing. So let's do what Tia suggested. And let's remove these. And we're going to measure out from the actual Pugsy here with our road plates so we can get an even number instead of using these guys. Pretty simple fix. And we just have to make sure we're allowing for larger sidewalks too. But actually the sidewalks around the park don't have to be any bigger than usual. Okay, so let's get our road plate and let's measure out from Pugsy here. It's a very good idea, Tia. That's why I like to have you guys here in the chat while I'm building. And that's why this is a live series, because I want you guys to all contribute your amazing, brilliant ideas. Okay, so we're gonna go out at least 2, possibly 3. Let's see what 3 is like. We want a nice big park. Yeah. But then then the road would come. This is gonna be a huge park, but it's probably okay. So then we'll come right here to the edge. So basically we'll come out 4, and then the road will go here, and the park will be those 3. Let's try that. It's a great idea. Hi, Lego Worlds is broken. What? Yours is broken? Really? I know they released a version a few weeks back that broke for a brief amount of time, but they did fix it. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. We need 4 from this side. And then 4 from these sides. And we're going to have ourselves a beautiful city block. And maybe actually we'll use this to define the size of our city blocks. And each city block could be the same size, or at least a lot of them. We don't need it to be perfectly gridded. Okay, so 4. See if I can try and get that to line up. Are you lined up? He's standing. Dude, get out of the way. You're standing in the way. I can't tell. Sometimes they're standing right where you don't want them to. Let's go ahead and change our character. We've been the forest man for too long. Let's switch to, how about we be Sheila for a little bit? We miss Sheila. Where is she? Paleontologist. There she is. You are the best. Thank you, Panda. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the rest. It's a big park, but remember that last plate is the edge. It's the outside edge. Okay, so come right to here. Nope. Gotta make sure we place it in exactly the right spot, otherwise it throws everything off. Okay. 3, and 1 more. So our sidewalks will be a little smaller around the park, but that's okay. Okay, now we're gonna switch to the other road plate. And this, in theory, should give us a perfect square around the park. All thanks to the brilliant mind of Tia. Okay. So you guys be sure that you created an account on the website so that you can download these models. And also be sure to join our Discord server, which my button doesn't work. Oh, I probably pressed it too soon. There we go. Now it worked. Join Discord so you guys can share models there as well. What did I do wrong? Are these different? They're not square? Aren't they square? Is that because the... This is going to require some planning. They are square, but... we're not perfectly square coming out. This is the problem. We need to create a perfect square around. This trial and error is fun, you guys, isn't it? Isn't it fun? The question is though, can we create a perfect square? I think we can. I think we can create a perfect square if we do. Let's see, can we center this? Let's switch to the other one. It's an easy fix, you guys. It's an easy fix. Math is hard. We just need to create a perfect square around Pugsy, and then we come out in all directions from that square. So it is possible. Oh, it's gonna have to be a big square. We need to come out a little further here. So probably like maybe like here. Okay, I see what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to go to the middle and come out from the middle. Is that centered? I think that's centered. Yes, that's centered. Okay, so then we create a big giant square, and then we can come out from this square. Try like a plus, not an X. Let's see if this works. We may not be able to put, here's the thing. We don't need to put Pugsy in the center of the park. Because Pugsy is going to be where Pugsy's going to be. And that's already built. But what we could do is just create the park around Pugsy. So maybe Pugsy sits like that in the back of the park. Right? Just like that. And the park comes out from all directions. So it's not exactly centered. But that's okay. I actually could move that and center it. But I kind of like it like this. Or do you guys want it centered? Because we could do that. If we center it on each side and then move out from there, I think that would be possible to do that. But I don't mind it like that. What do you guys think? You guys pick. Hey Top Man, welcome back. How you doing? Okay. I missed any messages? Hope not. Place a road plate centered under Pugsy and work around that. That's a good idea. That might actually work. Let's undo these. And let's figure out where the center is. Is that the center? That's the center. Looks like there's two studs on each side. Okay, so now that we have the center, yeah. Let's go down. But how are we gonna be able to tell? I'm not sure how we'd be able to tell though if it's underneath Pugsy. And placing it above actually is not a bad idea. It's kind of brilliant. Let's place it above. And then we know exactly where we need to be. So we can't come right to the edge because that's under. Oh, we could go under. Well, either way, that gives us the exact corners here. So there's that. So that would be centered. Like this. And then the next one will come down to the ground plane level, and then we'll just remove these. I like using large objects like this to get, and other Lego bricks to get to orient yourself. It works rather nicely. Okay, so then we would come out here to the edges, right? And then we would come down to the ground plane. And this is going to give us the exact location, I think, of one giant square around Pugsy. Let's see. This should be precisely in the center. Of course, we're not going to put the roads here, but... Okay, then would it be up here? Or right here? Let's see. Is that the right spot? Oh, genius! Genius. Okay. So basically 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side. Okay. Look at this, you guys. We're making so much progress. We have roads, almost. We have almost roads in our almost Bricksburg. Okay, let's go up. So now we at least have a nice square that we can work out from. 1, 2, 3. The nice thing about me doing this, you guys, is now you can download the city. You don't even have to do any of this because it'll all be done for you. If you're on PC, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm gonna come one out from these though for the actual real road. I just wanted to make sure this is correct. And then we'll build the real road around this, and then we will delete these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We're centered. We are centered. And it's going to work wonderfully. Yes! Okay. Now we build the real road, which will be located here. So this will be the size of our park. That whole inside, which I think is plenty big. So let's put one of these in each corner, just so we have our bearings. And then I'm gonna check the chat and see what you guys are saying. We're at least getting this road built before the end of the episode. Because then we can say we started Pugsy Park and we got a road built. Okay, what are you guys saying in the chat here? What do you think about the roads? If I can line them up. We have all 4? We do! Okay, now we can switch to the regular road, which is this one. Straight road plate. And then I think we'll just click and drag on this guy. Change our axis here. And then let's click and drag. Click, hold shift, and drag. Ho, 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 look at that. All right. Now we can rotate it. And we're gonna fill up this section. Yes. Finally. Finally some progress, Sheila. All right, let's go ahead and fill up this section now. And then we'll do the final one, and we'll delete all the extraneous roads that we needed to form our grid. Perfect. Okay. Now we can go ahead and remove these. And we have, I present to you, my friends, Pugsy Park. Keep hitting the wrong button. W. Oh, what now? Look at that. So this is Pugsy Park. And our roads are gonna radiate out from here. And we're gonna have buildings. So just like in, let me show you guys a picture here. I saved a picture to show you. Just like from the Lego Movie video game. Desktop. Maybe I didn't save it. Here, I'll show you the video. Let me turn this down because I think this is playing music on us. Let's bring this up to full screen. So just like in the Lego Movie video game, there's this really great, dense town center, right? When you first start out in the hub there. So this is what I want the area around Pugsy Park to be like. We've got Emmett running through here. We have a park in the center, and then we'll have some beautiful sidewalks, roads, and then we'll have buildings all the way around the whole center of the town here. So that way when you come to the world and your rocket lands, and you land right there in the center of the park, you jump out of the rocket, and then you are in the center of Bricksburg. We'll have billboards, we'll have, might even do that, a cool bridge kind of like that with a section above that. It's gonna be great. Now you can add your T-Junctions. Good call, Tia. Okay, what did I miss in the roads? Where are we going? We don't need roads. Oh, you're quoting Back to the Future. Is that Back to the Future 2? So let's talk about the T-Junctions really quick before we end the video. And in the next episode, I'm gonna complete this park before the next episode. So what we'll do in the next episode is I'll show you guys the park, and then we'll start placing some buildings around the Pugsy Park here, and we'll get going. So T-Junctions. So how many roads do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant, because the nice thing about having 5 is that means there's not 4, which means you have the perfect spot to build a T-junction, which would go, oh yeah, so we'd have to replace one of these. So we have 1, 2. So let's say we want the T-junction to come from here. We'd take that out, we'd rotate our lovely T-junction, and we would drop it there. That way we have this super cool T-junction centered on the park. So when you're driving along here, you get to that junction and you can turn left or right. Let's try it. Let's hop in a car really quick. Ready, Sheila? Actually, let's change characters. Let's be the Viking woman. She says hi. Now we're gonna drop in a car. Which car do we want? I love the sandbox mode because you get anything. Agent's car, creator car, getaway car, police car. How about the yellow sports car? We're gonna rotate it. What I don't know is if you put a car down, you guys, do you know? Answer this if you know. If you put a car down and you have a random character walking around and there's road plates, will they just hop in the car and drive properly? Can we try that? Let's try that. Let's put a person down and see if they get in the car. Let's put down Max. I miss Max. Come here, Max. Oh. His name isn't Max in the game. Construction worker. Let's see if he gets in the car. Put him right next to it so he actually wants to. You gonna get in there, Max? Hop in the car, buddy. Max, get in the car before the Viking woman gets mad at you. Do you guys know if that will happen? Those roads look really symmetrical and good. Why, thank you, Leo. I'm not sure if Max is actually going to get in the car. Let's see if he will. Max, the car's over here, buddy. Do you guys have experience with that? I've actually never tried this with road plates to see what they will do. I assume that they will do this, but who knows? I think Max is going to go off into the sunset here, so let's get rid of Max. Wait, is he coming back? Max, come here. Jump in the car, buddy. Jump in the car. Here he comes. Right here, buddy. Let's see if he'll do it. If not, then we'll drive the car around, but I wonder if they'll do it. They will hop in and drive. Properly? No. Uh-oh. So they won't actually stay on the road plates. Do you know how? They will drive off. Does anyone know how to get them to actually drive the cars? Because they do in the game. Characters drive the cars around. Do they just automatically spawn? Oh, you guys know how bad I am at driving. Max would probably be better than me. Oh, geez. Can we even stay in the right lane? But either way, we've got roads, we have a car, and we have a place to land Pugsy. In the next episode, we're going to have a whole park, and we're going to start dropping some buildings down. You guys will be amazed at how quickly the pace will go for this series. We're going to have a massive city very quickly, especially if you guys help contribute by dropping your models in and helping along that way. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode, the very first episode of Let's Build Bricksburg. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.